Welcome to the Love Hub channel, where we discuss matters of the heart and give relationship advice to women. In today's episode, we are going to discuss the signs he is a player. Remember, the Love Hub is a judgment-free zone. We don't judge women here. We are your safe space. Now let's get to the topic. Sign 1. He promises a lot. Players make a lot of promises, which you will see soon if you're dating one. They generally don't deliver on them. Why? Simply because they aren't really going to put the time and energy into this relationship. It's a short-term thing for them, so why invest in it? They just want you to think that they will. He'll get your hopes high and then disappoint you. Always remember that actions speak louder than words, and trust is built over time. You don't have to live your life constantly being skeptical. Just don't take everything as truth and try to stay level-headed instead of being whisked away by the dream. Because doing a lot of promises turns into love bombing, and the guy is not genuine and true to you, which means all of this will just end in heartache. Sign 2. He is busy all the time. Maybe he does have a busy life. He has things to do, places to go, and of course, he has people to see. But the most important thing is he will be seeing and speaking to other people, even if he's unlikely to admit it. No matter how busy a person is, if they really like you, they will make time for you. You'll also know if he's a player if he starts acting really flaky, last-minute cancellations, and a reluctance to firm down plans. There is also a lack of initiating plans. Maybe this type of person is trying to keep his options open. He'll definitely hit you up if you are the best option for the time being, but you aren't going to be enough of a priority in his life for the long term. Sign 3. Lies, lies, lies. Many men tend to lie because it is easier to say a lie rather than be honest. They want it easy, so they choose to lie. Who wants to have an argument? Who wants to be confronted with the truth? Sign 4. He's always online. If you find him online, even though he always tells you how busy he is, then clearly he is playing around. He may be chatting with other girls, and he is keeping his options open by having conversations with them. While you are patiently waiting for him to reply to you, he's talking to other people. He is busy laughing and enjoying his conversations with somebody else. So, if you find him online, even though he said that he's going to be sleeping or busy doing something else like work, then maybe it's a sign that he's not that committed to you. He is committed to playing the game. Sign 5. His social media is full of females. You know those guys that are following like 600 people, and when you click on their followers list, you see that 90% of them are girls? Yes, he may be a player. Yes, it is a red flag if all you can see on his social media accounts is girls, girls, girls. Doesn't he have other interests? Doesn't he have other friends? Sign 6. He says that he is not a player. One of the biggest yet simplest signs that he is a player is when he specifically raises the point to say that he is not one, especially when you aren't even asking him. He'll just brag about it and say that I'm just not that kind of guy. He sounds defensive too. He is very conscious in terms of what your point of view is towards him, what you think of him. A man who is loyal to his girlfriend is not just going to randomly bring up the point that he is not playing around. So this is definitely a red flag. Remember, if your boyfriend is honest and true with you, then there really shouldn't be of any feelings of tension and defensiveness. It is also important for you to check his body language when he is saying these things. If he just comes up to you and randomly says, I'm so loyal and I don't play around, or anything to that effect, watch how he says it. The body gives away a lot of clues. Sign 7. Your relationship is pretty sexual. Sexual chemistry is a good thing. In fact, it is important in a relationship, but it's not everything, and it shouldn't be. Sexual chemistry is part of building a healthy and strong commitment with your partner. But relationships should be more than that. You can also build a strong and healthy relationship by having a deeper emotional connection, an intimate one. If all he does is ask for nudes and send nudes and talk dirty to you, then it shows a lack of respect on his end, and he is making his intentions very clear. Sign 8. It's one-dimensional. You can talk about many things, but sometimes it feels like he's just saying what he thinks you want to hear. It's almost as if he's not really giving much thought to your conversation and to the topics that you bring up. You feel like you're talking to a robot that has automatic responses. You feel like you can never truly get to know him, and you wish that you had a deeper connection with him. Something is missing and you just can't point out what it is. Yet you still believe that there's more to him. But no, not with a player. Players won't change. Unless he's being sincere with you and really into you, players are just going to stay the way they are. Remember, when you're dating with someone who has red flags in his dating history, don't get your hopes high, especially if you are with a guy who's really not exerting a lot of effort into getting to know you and being with you. You don't want to put all of your cookies in this one jar. Remember, once a player, always a player. Remember, when it comes to dating, you need to be able to read all the red flags and listen to your instincts, because there's no point in seeing the red flags, even if it's right in front of you, if you refuse to acknowledge it. When you're dating a player, it is so easy to be sucked into his world. It is easy to be charmed by him. That's what they do. They probably treat women in the exact same way that they treat you. They love bomb other women too, so don't fall for it. And if your gut is telling you that something is not right or that something is going on, then you need to listen to it. If this video resonates with you, feel free to share your thoughts in the comment section below. If you feel shy, then you can feel free to email us. We have our email address in the description box below. We love hearing from our family. And remember, the Love Hub is a judgment-free zone. We don't judge women here. We are your safe space. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of the Love Hub channel. We hope you had a great new year, and until next time.